Over the next 6 years, we know we need 31 new schools in Northamptonshire to accommodate the growth in pupil numbers. Of course, with that, we're going to need a lot of new teachers, and we want to reach out and invite the very best teachers that share our passion, share our values, to buy into that aspiration for what we want for all of our children.
Northamptonshire is a fantastically wonderful county. There's lots going on here for trainee teachers. There's lots going on for teachers when they finish their teacher training. But beyond that, the support that teachers get when they come into Northamptonshire is phenomenal.
I've lived in Northamptonshire for about 2 years now, and I teacher trained in London. I moved up here because my partner moved up here to teach as well. I feel like I've been incredibly supported up here in Northamptonshire. As an NQT especially, it's all a bit new, it's all a bit overwhelming, and having the right support is the most important thing.
I think one of the strengths when you move into leadership in Northamptonshire, and I certainly found it, was that local networks are really, really strong. So across the county, head teachers support each other. You know someone's always at the end of the phone or always on the end of an email, and that's a really strong network to use. It's really beneficial because it can be quite a lonely job.
One thing that struck me when I first moved here was how everyone seemed to know everyone in the profession. You know, you could be teaching at one school and you'd mention that you want to do some work experience at another school, and it would be organised for you at the drop of a hat really, really quickly, because everyone has colleagues that they know or people that they've worked with previously.
I think over the last couple of years things have changed with the introduction of teaching schools. I think there's been an increase in support that's available. So the local authority is able to support schools, but actually there's a growing number of teaching schools in Northamptonshire.
Well, Northamptonshire is investing heavily in its infrastructure. We're also investing in how we generate the best teachers and give them the best training. So we have the highest density of teaching schools across the country. We have university technical colleges, we have academies, we have free schools, we have everything. It's got lots of opportunities, lots of potential. Teaching opportunities are strong here, and you'll have great opportunities to teach in all sorts of different environments.
We want the children to want to come to school, enjoy, make sure the environments are right, that they're happy places to be, and that the curriculum is rich so that they do become the experts that they want to be.
We've got some fantastic projects like the Northampton International Academy, which is going to be the largest school of its type outside of London, where we've converted an old post office into a modern school, and there's going to be about 2,000 pupils there. So that shows the innovation that's going into schools in Northamptonshire.
I have lots of friends who are teaching in London, and it's interesting to compare our qualities of life and our general lifestyles. The kind of feeling that I get from them is that it's just a very stressful experience. They spend a lot of their monthly income on rents, on bills, on travel. Here we have a much more kind of relaxed way of life. The accommodation is much more affordable. At the end of the month I can actually spend my money on lots of different enriching experiences without having to break the bank too much.
We've got some fantastic Premiership rugby, we've got League One football in Northampton Town, we've got county cricket going on here, motor racing at Silverstone, toaster races.
I'm a bit of a shopaholic too, and there's great shops in Northamptonshire, and actually there's a new complex being built down by Stanley Lakes very soon, so I'm very much looking forward to that opening.
I think it's an exciting place to train because there is a career for you in Northamptonshire afterwards, and there are jobs and there is progression, and there's a wide variety of schools. So if you fancy a village school, there are lots of village schools, but if you fancy a town school and that's what you want to work in, there are lots of different opportunities.
There are a lot of vacancies within Northamptonshire. All of our trainees this year and for the last 3 years have all gained employment within Northampton and within Northamptonshire.
There's people that do go for the jobs, but of course there are fewer people going for jobs up here than there are in London. So if you are a good teacher, if you're enthusiastic, if you're keen, you're more likely to get the job in Northamptonshire. Don't be frightened to take that jump and to make that decision. Now I'm here, I really couldn't see myself anywhere else.
Northamptonshire is one of the fastest growing authorities in the country, but we're also highly aspirant. We want the best quality teaching for our children. We want to attract those best professionals from across the country. So we're always looking out for new teachers who are going to make a real difference to our children.